Hi, welcome to Chronic Health. I'm your host, Ryan Lovelace, and in this video, we're going to be discussing how you can stay strong at a physically demanding job. Right now, I do work a job where it's in a warehouse. It is physically demanding. I'm what's called a selector, and so that basically means we palletize orders, and each order could be anywhere from 10 to 500 cases, depending on what type of pick job you have, depending on the size of the boxes. And the box weights can be anywhere from 1 pound to 100 pounds. There's some orders where every box in the order will be under 30 pounds. And then there's some orders where every box will be above 70 pounds. And right now I'm averaging anywhere from 1,700 cases to 2,000 cases. So my job is pretty physically demanding. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to live a life of health. I want to live a life of a strong body. I want to live a life of doing the right thing so that at least, especially later down the line, is that I can have a good body. I can have a strong body to do what I want to do. I love playing sports. I never want to stop playing sports. And unless I do the right things today, I won't be able to play sport tomorrow, at least not at the level I want to. And like I've said before that I don't want to live a life where I play a sport today and then got to lay on the couch for the next 2 days just trying to recover. So what I have to do is I have to make sure I'm doing the right things today so that tomorrow I can do the things I want to do. So if you work at a physically demanding job, you know what's expected of you, you know the toll it can take on your body, and if you're not doing the right things, it takes an even bigger toll. And the problem is, if you're young like me, you might not feel it today or tomorrow, but years down the line, you're going to feel that over years of doing the wrong thing, you're going to feel it eventually catch up to you. You're going to have back issues, you're going to have pains, you're going to not be able to do things because you didn't do the right things when you're supposed to. So one thing I want to do is I want to stay strong in what I'm doing now. But in order to do that, one thing you have to realize is if I'm not doing the right things at work, it doesn't matter what exercises, what strength training, what stretches, warm-ups. It doesn't matter what I do at the gym because at work, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So at my job, you could work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, just depending on how many cases we have to pick that day. And so let's just say I work, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. If I'm not working properly, if I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's 40 hours of me not doing the right thing. And then let's just say I work out for 1 hour a day. So that's 8 hours doing the wrong thing, 1 hour doing the right thing. Which one do you think is going to win out? The 8 hours every time. Imagine if you were trying to learn a language or learn to play an instrument, and your teacher said, "Hey, you need to do this, this, and this." But when you go home, you practice all the wrong things. You're not going to be a very good musician, let alone learn the right way, or you're going to develop bad habits, or you're going to learn wrong things entirely because your practice has not been what it was supposed to do. And so if you do the wrong thing for 8 hours and then do the right thing for an hour, doesn't matter what right you do if the bulk of your day is doing the wrong thing. So I'm here to teach you how to do the right thing. So let's go over real quick what I mean like by the right and wrong thing. So like for me, I'm picking up boxes. The boxes could be as small as that. They could be, long. They could be wide, deep. It's all different size boxes. So when I go to lift up a box, one thing and we all, if you work in a warehouse or in any type of manual labor job, you've always seen those signs, lift with your legs, not with your back. You've all seen those signs. Well, it's time you start listening to those signs, because if you listen to what those signs say and lift with your legs and not with your back, your longevity at work and in life in general will be much longer, because again, you're doing the right things the vast majority of the day. In my video of how I lost 40 pounds, I talk about the 80-20 rule. And if you're doing the wrong thing 80% of the time, the right thing 20% of the time, you're not going to make the progress you want. You're going to do more harm than good, and you're not going to get where you want. So you have to be doing the right thing at least 80% of the time. So whenever I'm at work, we lift plenty of boxes. And one thing we tend to do is when we bend over, we tend to arch at the back. So when I'm arched at the back, when my back is rounded, all the pressure of my upper body is now here on my low back, where it shouldn't be. So if I go to lift something with a rounded back, that's going to make me tired real quick, going to have lower back issues, and it's just going to make the day even longer because now I'm in pain and now I got to keep working and I got to try and work through that pain. And the problem is you never know when, the last drop in the bucket is going to send you over, and then you got a thrown back, or you got a hurt back, or you slipped a disc, or even something more severe. So whenever I go to lift something up and I go with an arched back, that's the wrong thing to do because the pressure's here. If I were to straighten my back, stick my butt out a little bit, I literally feel the pressure go from here to here where it should be. My legs are the bigger muscles that's designed to carry me where I need to go, lift me up and down and do what I need to do. I want to make sure the pressure of my upper body is on my legs where it should be. So if I'm going to lift at a box that's around waist height, I will literally just pick it up like so. And so when you do that, you save your low back. You use your legs a lot more like you should, but you save your low back, you lift with your legs, and you're much stronger, and it's going to feel a lot better the more you learn to do that. And it's the same thing if a box is almost at the ground. See, like everything that we have is all on pallets. So sometimes something is on the very bottom of the pallet, so I got to go way down. So what I do is same thing. You're always going to want to keep your back straight. You're always going to want to keep your back straight and stick your butt out. So then when I go down to pick up something even lower, well, then I'll just keep my back straight and come up. So the thing is, you'll have to get, if you go down like that, you'll have to get in a pretty deep squatted position. But if you learn to do that, it'll save you a lot of stress and a lot of pain in your low back because now you're lifting where you should be. And so one thing you'll have to get used to is you'll have to get used to just without thinking, hinging at the hips. Not hinging at the back, hinging at the hips. So when you go to lift something up, it's not even a thought. You're already in the right position. And yes, it will feel weird when you first start doing this. You feel like you're sticking your butt way out, and you feel like I guess if you're like me, you feel like everybody's watching. So in our warehouse, there's a lot of rows, and each row has, I want to say, like 30 pick locations. So I might be in a row at a pick location. You're going to go pick up my boxes, doing the things I'm needed to do, and someone might be in the location directly next to me. So they might be a foot, 2 feet away. And I always feel weird because I'm like, oh man, they're looking at me. Can't they just leave? Don't they know I'm here picking these boxes like I'm supposed to be? So if you're not used to it, it's definitely going to feel weird. But in the long run, it's going to be 100% worth it. In the long run, you're going to thank yourself for what you're doing today so that tomorrow you can be strong like you need to be, and you can use your body in the way that it was designed to use. And in my video of how I the exercise I did to fix my lower back pain, I go into a little bit of how we use the back, how we train the back, and how we should actually train the back to strengthen it. That's how we strengthen the back. This is how we put it into practice. So I'm going to show you a few exercises, or I guess a few warm-ups, that I do every morning before work to get my body ready to go. Whenever you wake up or whenever you've been sitting for a while, those are the times you feel the most stiff. When's a stretch feel the best? In the morning. Why? Because you haven't been moving. You've been sedentary for, 6 to 8 hours, however long you sleep, and that stretch feels so good. And the thing is, we feel the most stiff when we get up or when we haven't been moving for a while because your body produces something called synovial fluid. Now, synovial fluid is your body's natural lubricant for your joints. And if you're not moving, your body's not going to produce it. And it says, hey, you don't even need this stuff. Why would I waste the energy to produce that when you don't even need it? So right when you get up, immediately get your body into the different motions that you would be doing throughout the day. And I'm going to show you 3 of the exercises that I do every morning to get my body moving, to get that fluid production going, and already get in the habit of moving like I'm going to move the whole workday. Right when I get up, so that way when I go into work, I'm already warm and ready to go. So exercise number 1, you're going to get down on all fours, and it's something called the cat-cow stretch. And you'll kind of see as soon as I start doing it. So you'll get on all fours, and then what you'll do is you'll arch here at the back, and you'll let your back drop down, and then you'll extend it up. Now, you don't want to go try to push past what's comfortable, but you definitely will feel that stretch every time you go down and then every time you go back up. The reason why I suggest doing this on all fours, because here, even if I extend down and then go back up, I'm in a controlled position. I'm in a controlled area. If I were to just stand up and do it like this and do it like that, then gravity's taking my upper body, and then again the pressure's here, which I don't want to be. But if I do this, all the pressure of my upper body is now on my hands and feet. So then when I go down and I go back up, well, then I'm just getting the stretch. I'm just getting the benefits without any of the downfalls. So I'll do that. And I'll be honest, that's the first thing I do in the morning, and it feels fantastic. What I'll do is going down and up is 1. And I'll do that 5 times total. And so then after that, I'll grab my dumbbells. And like I said, when there's a box that's on the ground, I got to go way down to pick it up. But again, I don't want to just arch at my back, because then once I pick it up, then the responsibility of picking up is now on my low back where I don't want it to be. So now, not only am I holding my upper body like this, but I'm also got to pick up the weight of the box. And your body was not designed to pick up things and hold yourself by your low back. Your body was designed to use your legs. They're the biggest, strongest muscles. They carry you around every day. Let them do their work. So then what I'll do is I will literally, get a pretty wide stance. Now, see, for me, I like to stick my toes out just a little bit. It just feels more comfortable for me. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down in a pretty deep squatted position to get those boxes. So I like to grab dumbbells. If you have dumbbells, great. If not, no big deal. Just stick them out in front of me and just squat. Again, you're not trying to go past what's comfortable. You're really just trying to get that synovial fluid going, get a little bit of stretch, get a little bit of warm up in there. And that way you're getting your body moving in the ways you're going to be moving for work anyway. So now I'm getting ready for work even before I get there. So I'll do 5 squats and just go at it like that. So now the second work I'll do is I'll still have my dumbbells, but I'll do what's called good mornings. So earlier I explained that, when I arch my back, the pressure, the stress is here. But when I take my butt out, straighten my back, now the pressure's back here. Your hamstrings, you'll definitely, if you haven't done this, you'll definitely feel tight back there. So what you want to do is you'll want to warm up your hamstrings as well. And so this is a workout called good mornings. I do not like good mornings. I definitely see the benefit, but I don't like them. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to put your dumbbells out in front of you. Again, feet shoulder width apart. Again, for me, I like to point my toes out just a little bit. If it feels more comfortable, go straight, go straight. I do not recommend going in, so don't do that. So I stick them out just a little bit. And so then what I'll do is the same motion that I would do at work. If a box is waist height, I will just let the weight kind of carry me down. And if you keep your back straight, stick your butt out, you will feel the stretch in here immediately. And again, you'll do this 5 times as well. This is not a race. Do it slow, do it controlled. Just get that body moving. And then when you come up, make sure to squeeze your gluteal muscles, because those help in doing the workouts of going down and also stabilizing your upper body. And the more you can activate those gluteal muscles, the more you can get them working, the better your back will feel, because those recruit with the low back in the stabilization of your upper body. So you'll go down, 1. And then again, like the other ones, you'll do this 5 times. Do it slow, do it controlled, go up and down. It's not a race. If you do these, not only will your body feel more ready, but you might even feel your body warming up. Because when it comes to work, if you have a manual labor job like I do, you'll want to not just get stretched for the day, you'll want to get warmed up for the day. So that way, when you actually do get to work, it won't feel like such a slog to get in the swing of things, because you've already been moving, you've already been doing the things you need to do, you've already prepared your body for the day and for the long hours you have ahead of you. And so now you might be thinking like, hey, I don't have dumbbells, I don't have anything like that. But what you might have is a resistance band. So you can do the same exact things with your resistance band that you just did with that. You don't need this to do the squats. You can just let your body just take you down naturally with the squats. But for the good mornings, what you'll do is you'll put it down, step on, and the cool thing is you can instantly adjust the resistance with resistance bands. Bring your feet closer, or maybe just 1 foot, and then you won't have hardly any resistance at all. But if you need some, you want a little bit, you're not trying to get a workout, but you are trying to feel it. You're trying to activate those muscles back there. So then what you'll do is you'll stand on them, bring it close to your chest, stand up tall, and again, you'll feel the stretch almost immediately in your hamstrings where you should. Keep that back straight, stick your butt out, and you really won't need to go down very far. It's just a little bit, and then back up, go down, back up. And remember, make sure to squeeze those gluteal muscles because you want those strong just like you want your legs. So in summary, number one, you got to do the right things at work. If you're not doing the right things in work, you'll just be doing more harm than good. Because if you do the right things at work, you won't just be breaking down the good that you're doing, but you'll be strengthening the good. So if you're doing good at work, you're not breaking down your body any more than it needs to. And then when you do the right things during your workouts, during your training, well, then you'll just be building up your body. And it's just a circular pattern of strengthen my body, use that stronger body at work, and then strengthen my body again. And it won't be a cycle of breaking down, breaking down, breaking down, breaking down, a little bit of strength, and then any bit of progress I made here just gets taken out by the long cycle of work. So you got to do the right things at work. And secondly, you need to be doing the exercises and workouts that strengthen your body. Whether that's actually working out at the gym, whether it's doing home workouts, you need to be doing something that's strengthening your body because a strong body is a durable body. Now also, let me offer you a quick warning. The more you're working your body correctly, the more you actually start using more of your legs and less of your back, you will feel more tired and you will feel like you actually got a workout because now you're using your body in the way it's supposed to. And the muscles that's supposed to be big and strong, they're finally getting used in those long, 8 to 12 hour days, however long you work. You will feel more tired. But again, in the long run, it'll be so much better for you. If you have any questions on anything health or fitness related, or you want to let me know how this video helped you, put all that down in the comments below. If I can, I'll answer your question right then and there. If I can't, I'll make a whole video answering your question. I post videos every Tuesday. If you want to be notified right when my videos go up and you want to burn a few extra calories right now, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and like this video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.